Hello everybody and welcome. I'm the grounded Gliscor, your favorite Iron Ball holding PokeTuber of this channel, and I want to welcome you to another team builder for the 3rd Dimension League Season 2 Week 4 against the Holland Flareons, coached by my buddy Hammer Time Stone. By this time of the video, your Low Land Nidoqueens are currently 2-1, and our opponent Hammer Time Stone is currently 0-3. If you're out for another team builder for the TDL, be sure to hit the like button down below, and let's actually get straight in the way of doing things. So, for the people who do not know how I normally go over the team builders for this, is that I will go over the team of my opponent, discuss the threats that they have, and then I will talk about my opinion, what I expect them to bring. Then I will go over my team that I bring right here, including the spreads and the moves that I brought, and why, what my thought process is, so you get an idea from that. So, let's actually, without further notice, let's get straight into this. The team will also appear on your right, so you can actually see the team that he has and follow my, see it still while I show the sets and the spreads off. So the team of my opponent consists of Mew, Landorus Therian, Suicune, Buzzwole, Latias, Darmanitan, Amoonguss, Alolan Ninetales, Scizor, Electivire, and Mega Steelix, and his Z Crystal user is gonna be the Landorus. Alright then. Let's open up first with Mew right here. Mew is very versatile. It is base 100 across the board, so it can be actually everything that he wants to be. Can be a defogger, can be a hazard setter, can also be offensive or something like that. Luckily enough, it's not his Z-Mon, so that is a plus side for us. Mew, I can have a way of prepping for it because I kind of expect what Mew he will bring if he indeed brings it. And from there on out, we can manage to actually do some stuff against it. Second Pokemon on the squad is actually going to be his Landorus Therian, which is also a Z user. Landorus Therian can be very scary as well, including that it can have the ability to be a Choice Scarf set, a bulky leftover set, can also maybe be a Z move or dual dance, something along those lines, which I can actually expect him to bring. Also very intimidating Mon, which can actually do pretty well towards our team. Third Pokemon he has is actually going to be Suicune, which we used in the Alolan International for a bit as well. Suicune, of course, is very bulky, most likely known for Crocoon, or actually be an offensive set. As Suicune can indeed be Crocoon, it can be an issue towards if it's Calm Mind, so it managed to maybe Calm Mind up versus us. Then he has also a Latias, which is also a defogger, so it's his second way of getting hazard removal off. Latias has the ability to indeed defog, and since Soldu is allowed, he can run the Soldu on that and actually then abuse that into his favor as well. So he actually has a free Calm Mind and a free... Yeah, he just basically has a free Calm Mind due to the special attack boost, to the special defense boost, so he can drop Dracos if need be. And he has a Darmanitan, which is very scary towards our team, and I'm very scared to actually face it. But Bandit Darmanitan blows through our entire team, and we do not have a good answer for that, as I noticed. So it's actually going to be a tough matchup for us. Also paired with the Darmanitan, he has the Amoonguss, and the Amoonguss is also very bulky, which rounds up his Fire Water Gliscor, which is Suicune, Darmanitan, and Amoonguss. Amoonguss, of course, with the generator, very annoying one. Can also rock the Rocky Helmet if need be. Something along those lines. Can also run Career Smog, a Spore, something like that, and actually go from there. He also has a Alolan Ninetales, so with access to Heal, but he has nothing to abuse the Heal with actually. Alolan Ninetales can set up Auroraville, of course, only if Heal is up, which actually gives him a Light Screen and a Reflect in one, which is just great. He also can spam Blizzard if he has the Heal, and also due to it being a Fairy type, you cannot spam Dragon type moves in that way. Then he also has a Scizor, which also is a very good Mon in my opinion. I use it as well in the Alolan International. Even though it's 4 times weak to fire, it is still able to be played around with pretty well. It doesn't need to be let down because of its typing, and I think it can actually be very good to be used against us as well due to the priority that it can have, because I'm very afraid of an SD Scizor potentially. And he also has Electivire. Electivire can actually has a bit more physical attack than special attack. Not that fast as his pre-evolution Electabuzz, but it is a bit more offensively. And has some decent coverage. Can also be a Meditate Electivire, which raises his attack by 2 stages. Can be Extra Belt, Life Orb, or Choice Scarf, which I most likely expect. And then lastly, he has also a Mega Steelix. Mega Steelix was a free agency trade that he did. He had Mega Audino before, and now he's Mega Steelix. But to be honest, I do not think Mega Steelix comes because we have a Embolor and such on the squad, which can take hits from that. Also, we have a Metagross. So looking at this team, what I would predict that he will bring, I can say guarantee that he will bring the Landorus. The Manatee is going to come, of course, as well. I think that the Latias comes. Those are 3 given ones. And then the last 3 are a bit of a toss-up. I expect Buzzwole, maybe even Mew, and then Amoonguss. But those are the months that I expect. I will, of course, prep for every 11 months that he has. But, of course, this is what I expect him to bring versus us. But before we actually get into the team that we have for this week, I want to announce that we have a free agency trade that we did. We actually dropped our Rotom Frost, and we actually took our Cresselia from there, because Cresselia, actually, the reason why I picked up Cresselia over the Rotom Frost is because Rotom Frost wasn't really that great. And of course it has Bolt Beam, and Bolt Beam is actually great coverage. It's actually Blizzard and then Thunderbolt or something. But Rotom is one-dimensional in my opinion. I liked it when I actually drafted it in the first place, but it was not what I needed. I knew that, but it was mostly because I was sniped. And due to our somebody else in the league dropping Cresselia, I saw a good opportunity to also grab something immune to ground. Also have the ability to maybe even, due to it being immune to ground, also have the ability to indeed run Bolt Beam as well. Can be a Calm Mind Sweeper, can set up screens. Also has Lunar Dance in his arsenal, which we can abuse if need be. So that is why I actually took Cresselia over Rotom Frost. So I'm sorry, Gibson, you need to drop for the TDL. I hope next time you could join again, but this is not the time. So, that was a quick announcement I wanted to make about the free agency trade that we did. And let's now actually get into the team builder for you guys to not keep you up any longer. We open up the team builder right here with Zamimaru, our Greninja, which is Choice Scarf this week, rocking the Torrent ability, rocking Hydro Pump, Dark Pulse, HP Fire, and U-Turn, rocking 80 HP, 36 attack, 20 defense, 212 special attack, and 160 speed. The 160 speed is actually for when we get knocked off. Because even with a Choice Scarf, Greninja outspeeds his entire team, including Scarfers. But the reason I invested 160 speed is because we have then the ability to outspeed a Darmanitan, which is max speed Jolly, in case if he is banded or something. We are still able to outspeed that. We have Hydro Pump and Dark Pulse just as overall stab to hit everything on the team pretty good with. And then we have HP Fire to hit Scissor. And then we have U-Turn to switch out. I could also slap Ice Beam on the set over U-Turn to potentially hit Amoonguss. But I do not think that we actually fear Amoonguss with this team, so that's why. We have the 80 HP and the 20 defense to actually be able to take some more hits if need be from a Flare Blitz, so we do not drop instantly. And then we have the 36 attack, which actually allows us to do a minimum of 25% towards a sub Mew. Or sub Latias, so we actually break the substitute so they cannot set up on us. And then of course we have the 212 special attack to hit as hard as possible if need be. And then we have a Rash Nature for that because we needed the defense to take on the Manatee a bit better. And then we also needed the attack for this. So that's that. Greninja, very good mon towards his team. Could also run the Psyche MZ if I wanted, if I really fear Buzzwole, but I do not think it's that of an issue. I'm sorry, I needed to drink for a bit. Alright, let's bounce into the second one right here, which is of course going to be Jenna the Goodra. Rocking a Choice Band this week with the Gooey ability, rocking Outrage, Power Whip, Earthquake, and Flamethrower. With 76 HP, 212 attack, 60 defense, 44 special defense, and 116 speed. The 116 speed is actually to allows us to outspeed a bulky defensive Landorus. So we can hit that as well. And just for your idea that you can see how much actually Goodra can do. At -1 to a physically defensive Landorus, Goodra can do 45% minimum to a Landorus Therian if it's defensive. So that's actually great. Outrage is just there for us if his London Ninetales is gone and his Steel types potentially. After that we can actually spam the Outrage and do some tremendous damage with everything. We have the Power Whip to actually hit Suicune because Calm Mind Suicune is actually a threat which we need to watch out for. And we can actually hit that with the Power Whip. And then we have Earthquake for the likes of Darmanitan, of Scissor, Electivire, and Steelix. And the reason why I have Flamethrower over Fire Punch is because Flamethrower does more towards physically defensive stores than Scissor, and we can then hit it on the special side as well. We do have Adamant Nature for that, but we hit hard enough with it as it is, and we needed both defenses and the speed for that, so I could not drop those. 76 HP and the 60 defenses allows us to take the Flare from the Manatee a bit better and a strike back with an Earthquake if need be. And then the 44 special defense with combined with the HP is enough to actually lift a Soul Dew Draco Meteor from Latias. So that's that. I think Janna is going to be great because it is something different and not the standard Assault Vest that it normally would bring. So that's that. A bit more different, so I hope it can work out. And of course, we use our free agency trade straight up. We have Nebby the Cresselia right here, rocking the leftovers as an item with a Levitate ability, with Psychic, Ice Beam, Moonlight as substitute, rocking 240 HP, 100 defense, 36 special attack, 8 special defense, and 124 in speed. The 124 in speed is A to outspeed a Landorus if it's bulky, or even that it has, or even able to outspeed it if he is a bit more offensively invested and a bit more speed. We are able to outspeed that. And then we have the 100 defense with 240 HP to take a Flare Blitz if need be from full. And then 36 special attack is enough for Psychic and Ice Beam to work. So we can pick up, for example, Boswell and such. We have the substitute, so we can potentially come in on on the Manatee if need be. And he can U-turn out, or on Amoonguss. Amoonguss is fine. Landorus Therian can be okay. And even a Low Land Ninetales will be okay. So we can actually substitute on that. And then potentially start from there. Because after we are behind the substitute, we can do some good damage towards the Manatee, Boswell, Landorus, something along those lines. And we also can hit the Amoonguss and Suicune for a bit. We have Moonlight to recover it a bit off, and we are able to get walled by Steelix and Scissor, but I do not think that Cresselia will come out before those potentially are gone. So we have the 240 HP 100 to take on the Manatee, and then the 36 a bit more offensive, 8 special defense what we have left, and then the 124 to be a bit more speedy. So now we actually bounce into our fourth month right here, which is actually going to be Roadhog, our Emboar, rocking the Expert Belt this week with Reckless, rocking Flare Blitz, Wild Charge, HP Ice, and Flame Charge, rocking 140 attack, 116 special attack, at 252 in speed. Normally I'm not for the 252, but this time we needed it, because we would be able to, well actually, we can actually go towards this and then slap some in this. Actually, that's what we're going to do. So we have a bit more HP for the Flare Blitz. 236 is actually the same as Gudra to outspeed a bulky Landorus. And then we have the 140 attack with a Lonely Nature to hit as hard with Flare Blitz as Wild Charge as possible. And then we have 116 special attack with HP Ice to actually Oko a defensive Landorus with some good damage from that. And then we have Flame Charge to bluff potentially that we are Choice Bandit, Choice Scarf. We Flame Charge up, we are able to outspeed his team. And then we are able to hit his team actually pretty hard with this. Emboar can be fun as well to use. Did not give it that much time to shine actually. So maybe this week it can come along and do some tremendous work. Fifth Pokemon on the squad is actually going to be Quadraxis again. The meta grows. Very happy we got this one. Does great so far, so I'm pretty happy about that. With the Assault Vest this week again, rocking Clear Body, rocking Meteor Mash, Gen Headbutt, Ice Punch, and Pursuit. Rocking 212 HP, 220 attack, 76 in special defense. Just to actually hit the Latias if it wants to switch out, because we are meant to be switching in on Latias and Mew if need be, and then we can actually prevent them for well, we cannot prevent them. We hit them with the Pursuit before they can switch out to do some tremendous damage. And we have the Meteor Mash and Zen Headbutt to actually have the dual stabs, so we can hit Boswell normally, Amoonguss normally. We also have Ice Punch for that, but sometimes Zen Headbutt can be a bit better for that. And you have Ice Punch to indeed hit Landorus if need be. We are able to hit Latias if need be, if he does want to stay in. Because I think if Latias is there, I think it would have HP Fire to hit us. Because Metagross is actually pretty obvious to be the swap in towards Latias, so we can need to watch out for that. Suicune may be an issue to this set, but Zen Headbutt can actually do some work. And then after that, I think Janna Gudra can come through as well with the Power Whip. So that is Quadraxis right here. Can do pretty well versus his team, in my opinion. And then actually, let's move on to the last one for you guys. As we have Starscream, the Skarmory right here. Rocking Leftovers with Sturdy ability. Rocking Drill Peck, Roost, Spikes, and Defog. Rocking 244 HP, 24 defense, 220 special defense, and 20 in speed. 20 in speed is in case he wants to speed creep me with him on. For example, if he wants fully physically defensive Boswell. We are able to outspeed that because he does not invest in speed. Also is for Suicune, I believe, and Amoonguss, Scissor, and Electivire. 220. I decided on especially defensive Skarmory because of the Electivire and the Latias in case they can run an electric type move. And it's pretty obvious that they can open up with that because I have a Skarmory, so most likely he will use something that can counter my Skarmory, so I'm forced to switch out. We have Drill Peck to do tremendous damage towards the boss wall because it is able to do 65 to 75% or something, I believe, or even more with the Drill Peck. And then we have Roost to recover up. Spikes are very necessary for his team because of the Darmanitan, so if you can get 2 up, that would be amazing. And they have Defog to get hazards off the field that I do not want on our side. So that's actually that. And that is actually going to be the team builder. I will face Hammer in a bit, in probably 5 to 10 minutes or so. This is recorded the morning before I face him. So wish me good luck, and I will see you in the battle that goes up later today. I'm the Grounded Gliscor, coach of the Low Land Nidoqueens, and I will see you in the next video, whatever I'm going to make. Enjoy the outro, guys, and bye!